Sure. So what does the iSyllabus give you? If you go through how long it takes, what subjects you do, if you've already answered this, then forgive me because my internet's on and off. But if you haven't answered it, then I'm okay. If you can tell us basically what, in the first year, what is it that you do?
So, see, the thing was, we looked at what other people were doing. You always look at what other people are doing, and probably the first thing that differentiates iSyllabus from probably any other program is that we don't teach Arabic. Most other programs have some element of Arabic language, and that's not because the Arabic language is not important, but what we had seen was that Arabic was a barrier for many people because it takes time to learn the language. It can take a long time sometimes. But for people who are studying it part-time, to put all the energy into learning Arabic, but not learning the other more important knowledge that they need to know in their day-to-day life, we thought was not correct. So we didn't follow that pattern. We thought, no, we need to make a course which a person can do without knowing any Arabic whatsoever. They can learn Arabic on the side, that's a later thing, but it's in terms of priorities, it's more important they have knowledge rather than Arabic language with no knowledge in terms of like how to live. So yes, it's similar to other programs in the sense that we cover the basic subjects like your fiqh, your prayer, your kind of aqidah, your beliefs, tazkiyah. We also threw in subjects which we knew that people would need living in the West. So we have a module about how the Quran sciences. We have another module on Hadith sciences, so that people can understand, look, how was Hadith codified? It wasn't this argument that some people use that Hadith was made up afterwards. We rebut that. These are all kind of contemporary discussions. Then we had a whole module about traditional scholars, which tries to explain to people how knowledge has been disseminated from the time of the Prophet to our time. So we go through the whole kind of etiquettes of learning, and then also the idea of isnad, of chain of narration, and why that is part and parcel of our faith, and this is how we've authenticated all our sciences. Then we also have a module on marriage and divorce, and incredibly, people are getting married and getting divorced, and basic concepts of marriage and divorce they do not understand. So that is obviously very critical. And then also we looked at like a basic understanding of how the Sharia works. So this is like kind of introducing the different sources of Sharia law, the different tools that a scholar uses when it comes to a conclusion. And then we take contemporary modules, we take contemporary issues and show them how scholars have used those tools to come to different conclusions. So for example, we've got a lesson on organ donation, we've got a lesson on halal meat, with if you use machine slaughter, all these kind of contemporary issues which come up over and over again. We show how in contemporary issues scholars can come to different conclusions. And then also a module on zakat, people giving zakat, so on. So it's got all the basic subjects, but also a few things which maybe are not farda ayn, but we felt was critical for a Muslim living in the West, the kind of questions that society is going to pose to them, all in 1 year. So it has extensive notes, and we go very quickly through it because you have extensive notes. So the idea is you read before, and then we can go quickly through it in one academic year. When we finish that, obviously, it's knowledge is like a drug, isn't it? People, once they get a taste of it, they want more and more and more. They can't get enough. So then the students who had finished said, we want to study more. So then we created a 2-year intermediate program for people who want to take that one step further. So if they finish the 1-year program, they want to go a bit deeper, then we made a 2-year program. Then those who finish that, there's another 2-year program, advanced course, for the people who want to take it even further. So that way we've got 3 levels. And so it caters for different people. So if people just want to get a good overview, and a good healthy overview, I'd say, they just do the 1-year program. People want to go a bit deeper, they go the 2-year program. And if people want to really take it further, They've got 2 years. So you're catering for everyone. They can learn Arabic in between. They can take breaks. So it means that they're not, because when you say to somebody who's living in the West, part-time student, you've got to commit for 4 years, it puts them off. 4 years is a long commitment. I'm at university, I'm only there for 3 years. Or I'm pregnant, I'm going to have a baby next year, whatever it is. But when you break it up and say, look, 1 year, just need to do 1 year. And then if you need to move away, you need to have a baby, whatever it is, you can take a break and then come back and join the year after. So you're basically breaking it up, making it accessible in a way that people can get as much access as possible. And that's worked really well for, like females who, they've had children, or people that have come from abroad to study and then gone away. So that flexibility, I think, and also not having to learn Arabic, I think, has made the course very accessible. So we've been doing that for now over 10 years, and we've taught all over the UK, every major city apart from London. We've covered. So in Scotland, we've done in Aberdeen, Dundee, Edinburgh, Glasgow. In England, we've done Manchester, Leeds, Bradford, Birmingham, Bristol. So alhamdulillah, it keeps us busy.
And the students themselves, once they've gone through whatever year they might have gone through, what do they go on to do? Some of them want to go abroad to study, or?
I think that that's left down to the student, whatever they want to do at the end of the studies. But now somebody can go to university and study 1 evening a week. And in fact, I've had people who've said this was the highlight of their university. Like my niece did a degree in physics, a very difficult degree, physics and astrology, very demanding. But she said that 1 evening a week was her highlight. Something different from her university course, completely unrelated. And it was, and obviously something that she's not had up until that age. So, and it was almost like a spiritual buzz of learning and also meeting new people. A lot of her friends now, her best friends, are from iSyllabus through the company she kept, and that went through all her university. And now she's moving out. She moves away, then she can continue her studies because we allow people to study online as well. So it means that somebody can study for over a long period of time and get to a very, very, very good level in their Islamic knowledge without even having to travel or go anywhere. So I think that's what it's about. It's about making knowledge accessible, because what at that time, if I go back to the 90s when we were studying, either you were an alim or you were just like a lay person. There was no in between. You either had to do a 6-year course or nothing, just listen to lectures. There was nothing in between. So this is like kind of bridging that gap. So we're saying to people, you don't have to go if you don't have 6 years to go away and study and become a scholar, don't worry. You can still get to a very high level. All you need is to commit to 1 evening a week and just do it stretch it over a longer period of time. And you can whatever life throws at you, you can take a break from time, come back to it. So it's really making that knowledgeable accessible to as many people as possible. Now we're planning to, obviously because of COVID and stuff, we're now planning to turn our attentions to online teaching to make it even more accessible.